Hi everyone, this is Diana Layton, Teen Librarian at the Turner Memorial Library in Presque Isle, and I'm here to give you my February 2010 Teen Book Talk. This month the Teen Book Club read The Earth, My Butt, and Other Big Round Things by Carolyn Mackler. This is the first book I've read by Carolyn Mackler, and I really enjoyed it. It follows 15-year-old Virginia as she struggles with body issues and low self-esteem. And a lot of you watching this are probably going to go, okay, teen girl has body issues and low self-esteem. Been there, done that. I'm good. But the book is actually a pretty fresh take on the issue. A lot of times with characters like Virginia, they might be receiving external pressure from their friends or from images they see in magazine or on television. Sometimes we'll see characters participating in sports and feeling a certain pressure to maintain a certain body type. But in Virginia's case, her external influences are coming from her parents, sometimes in direct ways, sometimes in indirect ways, but basically Virginia sees her family as being perfectly perfect in every way, intellectually, physically, just in every way possible. And so Virginia feels like an outsider at home. She goes to school, and like many teenagers, she doesn't feel completely accepted there. Her best friend has moved across the country, and she's worried about whether or not she can maintain that friendship, which is a pretty reasonable anxiety to have. So the beginning of the book, it's not a great place, but it's already kind of relatable. As we follow Virginia through her journey, we find that her older brother, who attends Columbia University, has a severe misstep, I guess you could say, and ends up getting kicked out of Columbia University. If you're watching this on the teen blog and you look down at the book trailer for the book, it'll mention what exactly happened down there. If you don't want any spoilers, you don't have to look. But basically when that occurs, Virginia is forced to evaluate a lot of different things. Whether or not her family is actually as perfect as she thought it was, whether anybody is. And it also gives her a moment to think about, um, to a certain extent, different elements of women's roles sexually and how that's all navigated. And I should mention that too. I mean, Virginia's not just sitting at home saying, well, I'm not attractive. She wants to feel attractive. She feels like she's attractive, but she develops a fat girl code of conduct um, to kind of force herself to take it down a notch, as it were. So she does have a relationship with one of her classmates, Froggy, that is mostly consists of after-school makeout sessions. And although she feels great about that, she can't share that with anybody. She can't let that relationship come out in the open in any way, and thus ends up feeling pretty crappy about it. So we watch Virginia start with self-loathing. Her mother starts influencing her to be on a strict diet, um, even though her nutritionist doesn't encourage this and thinks that Virginia is perfectly healthy. Her mother really wants this slim body image. So we unfortunately watch Virginia as she goes through this and basically performs self-injury on herself from time to time and is not feeling great about herself at all. But eventually she starts seeing that she really wants to show who she really is and start doing things to make herself happy rather than make her parents happy or her family happy. And she just wants to be comfortable in her own skin and really celebrate her body. But it's not super touchy-feely. I mean, Virginia is very likable. She's smart. She's funny. She goes through a lot of awkward situations that I think a lot of us can relate to. And I think that's the other thing too. As a reader, some of you might go, This is pink and shiny, and there's a lipstick mark on it. This is a girl book. Only girls can read it, and only girls with poor body image can read it, but that's not the case. I think a lot of teenagers and young adults, and even adults, have their own code of conduct, as it were. It might be the smart kid's code of conduct, or the athletic kid's code of conduct, or, whatever it might be. And so to watch Virginia go through this journey and start saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to make myself less than just to fit in. I really need to start being myself and be accepted for who I am, is exhilarating and fun, and it's just a really great time to see. So I definitely recommend it. We also have another Carolyn Mackler book in our collection, which is called Vegan Virgin Valentine. And, if you look on the back on the blurb, we have a mention of Virginia being a butt-kicking feminist. If that's your thing, I'll go ahead and mention that you might also like The Disreputable History of Frankie Landau Banks by E. Lockhart, which is also in our collection. And if you stop by, or message me, I can also make a few more recommendations for you. So that's basically it for February, and I'll see you guys next month, and happy reading. Thanks.